Hi guys, good evening. I want to find a lip balm. It's really far. Don't have a Let me use this one even. Can I use this one? Mm. You should see what I'm using as a lip balm. I don't have. Oh, I have. Yeah, I have. I didn't have a lip balm with me, but I just found one over here. Let me use this. Good day, guys. How are you people? The reaction gang have been put to shame. The reaction gang. The Nyabohanse, not the Nyabohanse, not really. The Deee Mwango family reaction gang. Today, guys, today I've been off day, so I'm just like in the house and pretty much doing nothing. So I saw on the videos, like I checked YouTube and I saw that Deee Mwango actually got married to that guy. So I want us to react a little bit. I want us to react. I want to react over this the topic of the video, and I do know that many people who come to watch this video are perhaps Deee Mwango's followers, or they are people who like to watch reaction videos. I don't know. People have different perceptions or different opinion based on the things that are put openly on the social media. So people choose to react onto some videos. So, on my last video, I made, and I've seen people nowadays, they like this kind of reaction videos. That's why I want to try as much as possible to give you guys reaction videos. Not necessarily, I don't want to be a hater or in any way. I just want to sort of be honest. Obviously, I'm not in her shoes. I don't live her life to know exactly what goes on, but I'm just going to react based off the things that she's shown us on the social media. If you can feel free to also make video and react off of my life. I have videos dated from, I don't know, 2015, 2014. My life is here on YouTube. So you can also react based off of what I have shown you. It's a free world, anybody can react. So as you continue to, if you like this type of videos, please feel free to subscribe or even to give this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to situate this thing and let's talk. So on my last video, I was talking about the proposal, yeah, the way Deee Mwango, the proposal and how it sort of came out, yani the way it appeared to people. So I had my 2 cents on what I saw, on what I thought it might have been, right? So and a lot of people also made videos talking about the proposal and what they thought about it. Yeah, they gave their opinion regarding the proposal. And I also said in my video that I can see myself in Deee Mwango because I was desperate to get married. I was desperate to find a man and get married, specifically a white man. I used to, and I gave you also a story regarding that. But you guys, a lot of I realized that a lot of people, the people who watch Deee Mwango, they are sort of the people who are living life through her lens. They are living life through her lens. So some of these people would love to travel, would love to like sort of like they like the resilience in her, the lifestyle that she's living of global trotting and always going from place to place and visiting the world and making. they emulate her and they sort of live life through Deee Mwango. Things that they could wish to do, they are not capable of doing, so they are living life through Deee Mwango. Perhaps because of finances, they are not able to travel, or, you know, and traveling is very expensive. So the kind of things that Deee Mwango has done at her age, including building her mother a very nice house, buying her mother a nice car, and buying land to start and building her house, and like the go getter type of attitude that Deee Mwango has, that she can actually do whatever it takes to make it off of YouTube, because she's followed into her brother's footsteps. And I feel like also now this is I watch Deee Mwango on and off, but I watch her specifically just to sort of gather. I started watching Deee Mwango. I knew about Deee Mwango a long time ago. When you remember, I had some YouTubers, Kenyan YouTubers, here in my house when I first left Dubai and moved to living in Kenya. That is when I came to know about Deee Mwango, because I had these YouTubers in my house, and then they were talking about Deee Mwango, this Deee Mwango, that's, they were just discussing YouTubers, Kenyan YouTubers in general. And in those days, they were talking about um, Deee Mwango was actually making videos with Ponte, the white guy, and Deee Mwango called one of the girls, the YouTubers in my house, and they were just laughing off of the way they want to like make clout with putting these big headlines to see that she's actually dating a white man, and to just make breaking news and to make it look like she's really dating this guy, when in actuality she wasn't dating him. They were just making big headlines and bringing in views for the Ponte guy and also for Deee Mwango. So that is what it was. So I started looking at his videos, and I saw that actually she had such viewer traffic were really flocking her channel. And basically, a lot of ladies, they usually flock Deee Mwango's channel when they see that she's coupled up by like the interracial dating hopefuls. They always really flock into any dark skinned girl who is, or African woman who is in an interracial relationship. So I've seen that in her channel, she flocks a lot of views every time they see her with a white person, especially someone who is not African as a boyfriend. So I saw that even when she was making videos with this Filipino guy, a lot of people were watching her, like they were really, so it was giving her a lot of views. And of course, with more views, you are making more money. So also with the Ponte, people were like, "Congratulations, you finally found a boyfriend, la la la." But on the ground, behind the closed doors, things were quite different, because she was calling her friends, laughing at the subscribers, telling them, you guys, we are really fooling these people, and they actually believe that I am actually dating this guy. And wait, like they're calling each other to see what caption to put, or what what headline, or a catchy headline, like they're asking each other, and they were just laughing behind the behind all these videos, for the making of these videos. So that is when I kind of had an idea about Deee Mwango, because I never heard about her prior to these YouTubers mentioning her, and she was friends with these YouTubers. And then she eventually, like, sort of, they were having this type of I think they were like maybe bumping heads over YouTube. I don't know, maybe they started getting jealous of each other, and then there was this drama of them fighting and blah blah blah. That is when I came to know about Deee Mwango, when they crossed paths with the other YouTubers. So now again, I watched her on and off, as I said. So I also watch reactions. I watch anything that is interesting on the social media. So I saw that she really liked the idea of dating white people, right? Or people who are not blacks, right? So I saw that she had this idea of, she wants this boyfriend who had like who was rich, and like was living life on, or, like life on the fast lane, like one who was driving Lamborghinis and things like this, because she likes living big. She likes diamonds, and she likes gold, and she likes brand things, and she always likes to sort of quote prices on the things that she own, or like she likes putting price on things. So she likes that grand lifestyle. Okay, so that is what I gathered from her videos. So I feel like she would do anything to have views. She would do anything to have her platform grow. And I think she wants to be top YouTuber, or even become have 500,000 views to going to a million plus, because she wants to be the it. So I remember there was these days when interracial couples were the it. Remember the Nikki Perkins and they were the it. Nowadays, the hype about the interracial has really gone down. I don't see people flocking. Now we have this one called Naka and Dom. These are the people that I rarely watch them, to be honest, because I got out of this mindset of interracial is the ideal couple goals. I got out of that because, again, with age, your eyes open, and then you get to, shift your mindset. So I remember, I think that like there was this hype of becoming an interracial in an interracial relationship, and then the first thing that Black women, African women, if they get with white men, they were just like running into the social media, some like to make a channel together, and to start making videos together, and people would really flock, and the interracial hopefuls, they were really into this kind of videos. Wow, black girl is being loved by a white man. Oh, Romeo and the black Juliet. Oh my God. And it's just that the wow factor. Some women found wow factor in this type of content. So they flock it. And most of these women, they usually come on the comment section of people who differ, or people who have different opinion to these people, and they bash like they just talk crazy, and they bully, and they but listen, we are not here to bully each other. We are just here to talk. We are talking. You are free to comment whatever you feel like you're gonna comment, but just remember, I'm gonna try as much as possible to be respectful to Dee Mwango, because I don't want to disrespect her in any way, or even to make her viewers feel otherwise about her. But also, you, when you're coming onto my comment section, be free to comment whatever you want, but just know that if you're going to comment something silly or stupid, because we have different mindsets, and maybe your mind is not same as my mind, or same as the reactor's mind, but we can always agree to disagree respectfully. Let's have constructive criticism and constructive conversation on the comment section without being rude or condescending. I'll try as much as possible not to do that, and to rub you guys the wrong way. But again, truth usually hurts, and if somebody speak the truth, it's usually difficult to take it. But I remember those days when I used to I actually had a German boyfriend, and I made a couple of videos with him on my channel, because those days there was a hype of getting a boyfriend and a white man, and then just making international relationship videos, because those videos were really going viral. So I was also buying into this, and I wanted to really be coupled by a white man, blah blah. Then I had a boyfriend that I made videos, and the first thing I knew was like to put camera, ring light, and I was like, let's put a boyfriend tag, and I remember I made those videos, but then after it didn't work with my white guy, of course I deleted those videos. Or there, some of them are still in private up to now, because again, it is what it is. So this is something that I have done. Okay, so I made a video last week, and the video was about the desperation that I see in Dee Mwango, and the way I relate to her, and the way I see myself, my younger self, in her. I don't know how old Dee Mwango is. She's probably in her 30s. Well, I'm in my 40s. I'm past my 30s, so I'm in fourth floor. So I see my younger self in her, and I see how much the desperation made me make some stupid choices in men that I chose, because I was really in a hurry to get married. That I made sure that even the men that I chose were not perhaps the men that were meant for me, but because I was really in a rush to find a partner and marry, I was not even doing my research. I was not even thinking clearly. I just wanted the hype of the dress and the ring and the signing of certificates, not even really knowing what marriage entails. I just wanted the hype of it all so that I can also be in the category that I am also married. So that was something that I passed through, that I know so well. And also the desperation, because I was older and I didn't find a man the time that I thought I would find. By the age of 28, I thought I would have found somebody. But then even 30s clocked and I didn't find the right man. And, I was well into past 35 and still I didn't find the right person. So again, I was shaking in my boots and always I was being very anxious. And, even when I go on a first date, I just saw the perspective partner in the date that I went. I go on a first date and I'm just like putting my first name, his name in front of my name, his name of my date in front of my name. In my head, I'm just like sort of envisioning myself with a wedding band and a wedding ring and walking down the aisle and blah blah. And this is just the craziness that most women go through. So I really understand exactly what she's coming from. So I made a video and I said, oh, the desperation of it all, because actually it seemed like she was desperate. The way she was talking, the way she came about, and the way she announced her sort of engagement, it seemed like, and also the guy seemed like he was not like, I mean, his body language was a little bit wanting. That is the reason why many people made videos regarding this entire thing. And even me, I was feeling that it was really fake. It came out really fake, and it came out like it was just for views, knowing the history of hers, with the past relationships being for shows and for videos. So this was not new to me, and I just knew that the way this guy looks like he's so nonchalant. He was not even paying attention, not even looking at her in the face, and not even talking as much as she was talking. I just felt like this thing was so off. And then plus it's when I continue watching that video, the video that she was announcing her marriage, her engagement, and she was saying that they were planning to have a civil wedding. And then she was also talking about the fact that she had already did some filing of the civil wedding, like documentation filing. And she came and she was just talking about the entire documentation process, because again, she was doing a wedding in a diaspora, so she needed a couple of things here and there. Then when she was saying that she had done documentations in Kenya and she was already in Poland, it almost seemed like it was orchestrated or planned for her to I mean, I'm sure maybe even the video of her wedding, maybe even when she was talking, maybe they had already been married. And now she was just making video to like sort of keep up, but not necessarily, because many times YouTubers usually make videos even 3 months or 4 months in advance. Then they just keep them in the archives, and then after they um, edit them and upload them. So you are not sure whether the wedding actually took place today, or the wedding took place 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. You're not sure, because when you look at the fact that she was saying that she had just been surprised by with engagement, but yet she actually had paperwork ready, and the paperwork was with her in Poland. So it means that she had known way before even the marriage, even but then she even the engagement. But then she made a video assuming, saying that she was surprised that, oh guys, surprise, I'm engaged. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, it is what it is. Because I know that most times, even if somebody like wants to make a video, sometimes they want to keep their things private so that they don't jinx it. That is very much understandably so. They don't want to bring you guys through the process as they goes, in real time, so that you don't jinx, there are good thing that is almost happening, there are miracle that is almost taking place. So I understand maybe she just put some things to herself, then now she starts revealing things bit by bit. So that is the reason why perhaps the engagement surprise looked a bit disingenuous. Is that even English? It looked like it was not genuine. Mm? It looked like it was not genuine because I feel like, having in mind that the paperwork had already been done and she was already in Poland with the paperwork, there's a very much high possibility that she was not engaged when she said she was engaged. There's a very much high possibility that she had been engaged before. And now the video that was being put out that day was just a planned video, like sort of an acted video. Let's like acted, orchestrated, and camera set. Let's go. That is what it was, definitely. Because I, first of all, I'm married, right? And actually, somebody said on the guys, I'll read your comments. Just give me a minute. Let me talk, and then I'll read your comments. Somebody said that I'm old and jealous that I married a poor guy. That is the reason why I am jealous of Deee Mwango. And we wouldn't know. We don't know. As reactors, we don't know. We are full of jealousy. We don't know where to hide our faces now that Deee Mwango has actually really come out with a civil wedding video. While the actual civil wedding video, that it is actually real, yet we already debunked and said that the wedding is actually fake. And now that it is real, the reactors, we don't know. They're all grumpy and desperate with the poor husbands like us. We don't know where to hide our faces. They said even we are so miserable in our husband marriages, like our stupid marriages, that we just focus on her, and like, without her we cannot make videos, blah 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 blah, and all this. But what I have to say about this, I just want to ask a question. Since you guys, since one, now this is just to answer the person who actually commented and said that I'm desperate, married, and I'm jealous because I married a poor guy. And now the guy, I don't know exactly. I don't know what was that about, because is the is the Lamborghini in the room with us? Is is the Muzungu Does the Muzungu drive a Lamborghini? Does he have a mansion of his own? Or does he drive a Mercedes Benz by any chance? Is he a banker? Is he a rich man who owns several real estate companies? What is his net worth? Does he have a couple of yachts and limousine and something that I don't know of? I don't know. Maybe me. I have a Toyota that sometimes goes in the road and sometimes it's like a outdated Toyota Avensis. That is what I have. But do they have a Lamborghini by any chance? Did you see a Lamborghini? Okay. I digress. Me, I have a poor husband, but at least he is erecting. At least my poor husband is erecting. Isn't that what is important? Let me drink my water and mind my business. Anyway, guys, so these guys, nobody is bashing, and nobody is trying to discredit Deee Mwango. It's just that the videos, the way she's making videos, can you go back and watch the video of Probosporosol and just be honest with yourself? Did the guy's body language, did his body language look like he was so excited? What was that? What was the body language? That is what caught us talking. And again, with the history that Deee Mwango has, of these boyfriends and these men. Always she's dating these men, and these men are coming out saying that it was fake all along. Don't you think that we will sometimes speculate and come and talk and maybe come and analyze whatever is going on? I won't lie to you. Today, actually, now in the evening, I was in my guest bedroom and I was there, and then I said, let me click onto YouTube and see what people are up to. The first thing I saw, Mwango has actually gotten married. And I was like, oh my word. To be honest, I was actually watching that video with a smile on my face. I'm not a hater. I was watching it for that with a smile on my face because I remember myself again in her. Okay. I remember that I wanted when I remember, now I was in the moment because even me, I had a civil wedding, and I was like in the moment, just as same as she was in the moment, and she was so excited. And I know that a lot of you guys are asking why exactly is nobody from her family there. African people and the way this European people, European countries embassy don't really like give African people passports, like visas, and the way they get denied all the time. So perhaps the Schengen visa, I don't know even if Poland is among the Schengen countries. I'm not sure. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But perhaps maybe the family could not have gotten the visas, and that is the reason why she didn't have, or even a friend. I didn't see any black person in the. She doesn't have friends, or even the friend that was in Germany with her. She couldn't have flown to Poland to be with her and just to be in the wedding. I don't know, maybe, guys. It usually happens. So it is what it is. Our girl is happy. Congratulations to Deee Mwango. Let us swallow our shame because we thought that it was fake. The engagement was fake because, guys, come on. The way you announced it seemed a little fake. Honestly, the way the body language of your husband seemed a little fake. Or maybe that day he wasn't so happy, or something might have happened to him. He was so nonchalant and he looked so annoyed and he was not talking, and you're the one who was blabbing, 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 blabbing. It seemed like you were too excited and he was not even excited. It looked like it was something like a mail order bride, like a bride that arrived that the groom was not very happy about. But maybe that is just how we read his body language. So forgive us, darling. Forgive us, you people who watched Deem Mwango. We were not trying to dim your interracial hopeful hopeful dream, because I know that you also desire to find a white man to marry you so that you can have mixed babies, because this dark skin of ours is not very pleasing, it's not very pleasant. I know that some of you guys are usually very, very mesmerized being in white people's company, and that is the reason why you get so offended when you hear people speak otherwise, when you guys are actually becoming pygmy-shares to whites. If you know the history of how these people, what did people did to your ancestors and your people, you will think the way I do nowadays. Actually, my sister usually tells me that she's one day she wants to marry a white person. But then I say to her, you should be woke. You should be woke to really understand. But then again, love is love. I'm not my ancestors. It happened to my ancestors, and I have to just get over it. Got it? But it's deep. It's deeper than you think. When you get into the colonizers' mindset, when you understand the way the colonizers did, and that these people can never love us 100%, they will love us with something, a price, like if they need something. That is when they. So anyway, that is the reason why people were afraid for her, because again, when desperation meets comes, people usually make rational choices that might lead her to regretting one day. And also, we don't want her to forget about her dreams in Kenya. She had already bought land and she was now building this grand villa. Same as, guys, I don't understand why people usually call Nyabohanze a swamp. Why do I like Nyabohanze, the villa? Why do I like the villa? The villa is so beautiful. I don't know. There is something about the villa that looks so grand and beautifully made. I don't know. I've never understood why people have always. I've always seen some reactors have always reacted a bit negatively about the villa. Guys, please fill me in. What is happening? Because me, I feel like the villa is so beautiful. I feel like the decor, I feel like maybe some things are not done perfectly, but again, my house also is not perfect. But I can say that it's a very grand. I like the architect. I like, I like the White House feeling of the villa. I like it. It sounds rich. And then there is also, and then there is also a Mercedes Benz by the parking lot that is collecting dust there. Guys, and also there are horses by the sides. Oh man, you guys are haters. Can't you see the richness in the villa in the Nyabohanze with the horses and everything like the rich man's dream? The Marwa. Guys, anyway, guys. So this is just a by the way. But anyway, congratulations to Deee Mwango. I hope she gets a prenup and I hope she takes care of herself, and I hope that she continue developing and building here in Africa, like so that she can have something to fall back on in case shit hits the roof, because these sons of pharaohs, they usually turn on us any chance, anytime they get, they can turn of you. These people, you are not born with them. These people are not your relatives. They are not your mama or your papa. These people are, they are foreigners. They are people that you are never raised with them. You don't know these people. So you better clock in your finances well back here in Kenya. Make sure that you develop even the house that you are developing. Don't abandon it. Continue developing, even if you have to sort of find another, okay, even if you have to leave that project, but you find another project that you are going to make rentals or even to put Airbnb or to do something so that in case shit hit the roof, you have something to run back on. And then also do not be very, very, yeah, like, too open, because I think sometimes you might be too open, maybe to conceal, this is my earnings, this is what I get, la la, la, and all these things. And maybe, you know in you should read about the spousal laws in Poland so that you get to know exactly what happens in case if things don't work out. I'm sure that you say that it's gonna be a forever thing, but then again, you never know. Even me, I'm in a marriage and I never know, so I have to always protect myself and protect myself, you know what I mean. So anyway, I know at the end of the day, love wins. And if you are happy, and also the dress that you wore, uh-huh, I would have, if it were me, I would have worn something better, something different. But again, it's not me. It is Deee Mwango, and she chose that type of a dress, and she was happy with it. Who am I to say otherwise? But the dress could have been a little bit better. I said what I said. The dress was a bit weird looking. So, but anyway, it wasn't my wedding. It was Deee Mwango's wedding, and she was happy with that dress. Congratulations to Deee Mwango, and hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. The biological clock is also not ticking, is also ticking. So hurry up so that you can, may your womb be blessed, and may you give birth to as many kids as you want in God's timing. So yeah, congratulations. And I mean this. I mean this. This is what she said, that is something that she has been wanting so much, and it was her in her to tick. She wanted to tick this off her her achievement list, and she's now married. So tick, and again, she's very happy. The ring is gold. Okay, so you should know. You should know, people. She's gotten a gold ring, not like us that we got a 7-Eleven gold. We have like a small 7-Eleven, not gold. It's neither here nor there. So it is gold. So it's something that is very fantastic. So anyway, let me read from you guys before we move forward. You must be happy because even today I was really like smiling when I was watching that. I was like, she proved me wrong because again, the body language of that guy when she was arranging the happy new year to you and yours queen, love and blessings from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Afternoon. Good afternoon. You need to stop teasing me. How are you? Faye, I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. Ponte said it was fake, and so was the Filipino guy also said it was fake. So you guys are watching and not looking the live. The man told her so so on a video you'll do anything for views. Which man, Mama? Which man? Faye, which man told her that she'll do anything for views? Like the last more, thank you very much. She went to visit her friend to comb her hair for the wedding, then pretended it was a surprise. Yes. She went to do her hair. She knew exactly, but then again, there was this essence of surprise whereby people in Africa they believe that if you announce everything so soon, you might jinx it. So again, she was just keeping it so that you do not give the thing evil eye so that it backfires. So again, we cannot blame her on that because again, there are evil eyes here, because this was her miracle and she didn't want you guys to jinx it. So it's okay. The way it's done, at least you guys saw the snippet of the wedding and you guys at least saw it. So anyway, because you guys, I remember on this social media when Roshio, Marwa's Marwa's the Mama Mitoto woman, she's called Roshio. When she got pregnant, reactors were saying that it was fake. Because I watched a couple of reactors and I saw they were saying that it was fake pregnancy. So you can never lie about pregnancy. Like if a woman says she's pregnant, believe you not, she is pregnant. So they were saying that it was fake. Then her belly kept growing, kept growing. They kept saying, oh, that seemed fake. So when they finally saw that it was really, 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 then they start saying, oh, okay, it was pregnancy. I mean, sometimes you guys be fair, okay? So again, also the wedding, people were saying, including me, I felt like it was really fake because of the history that Deee Mwango has. It seemed really fake, and I wouldn't be surprised if these people have a certain agreement of of this passport thingy. The guy helping her to obtain the European passport so that he can have something in return. Because again, she is the one. I feel like she makes more money than this guy. I feel like because honestly, her videos garner a lot of money, and I believe that she is a very successful YouTuber. And YouTube is not cheap, guys. The people who make YouTube, especially in the like right now, I believe that maybe her videos are going to skyrocket. Her views, people will start watching her a little bit more, and the more they watch her, the more she's gonna earn more money. And I believe that it's gonna help her. And so maybe the guy is also going to benefit a lot from the views and the money that she's going to be bringing into the YouTube. So again, I believe that this guy, the deal was too good. So even she could say, yeah, when the deal is good, why not? Let's give it a try and see, or not even give it a try. Let's just get married, and because you promised this and it's so promising, and you see the when I'm with you, and I'm sure that she showed her the money that videos make when they are together. So she gave her promise, the promise of, I'm telling you, our videos are gonna do so well, and we will be so good money wise. You will not have to worry about money. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. I'll take care of this. And also it will also pay for our traveling. We'll be traveling the world, and especially when you help me obtain that passport, I will be traveling. So we will be traveling the world. And again, I believe that the Polish passport, or any European passport, I don't think it's easy to obtain it. I think that you have to be living in marriage for a couple of years for you to even be eligible. And also, but I know that for the child that she's gonna be born, be giving birth, if God willing she gives birth to for this guy, the child will automatically become Polish and will have Polish passport. But for her, I think she will have to like live in Poland for a couple of years, and then afterwards she'll have to apply to get the citizenship afterwards, perhaps 5 years or 7 years. I don't know the rules, but I know that there are countries that, like even for Dubai, I lived in Dubai for like 11 years, and I know that you cannot get nationality for that country ever. You can't get, you can only get resident permit for you to stay there. Maybe it work. You have to have a company that will buy you residence permit. You can only stay there via resident having residence permit, and you can never obtain a UAE passport. So maybe there are countries like that, but I'm not sure about Poland. Maybe she has read about the Polish law and now she knows that she might be eligible to get the passport after certain years. So maybe it's just the deal is too good, you know. And perhaps maybe it's not even, maybe you might find that it's not even about the passport. It's just the fact that they actually really love each other and they want to stay with each other, you know. If that is the case, then all we can do is just to wish them all the best. And again, if also it is regarding the passport, and it's the deal to the passport, and also to make money, you know, doing all these things with the videos and with YouTube money, then also it's well and good, because again, she can also earn more money and try as much as possible to build herself, so that she cannot look back and think that, I know that she's a smart girl. She knows what she's doing, to be honest. And also, I'm sure the guy is also a smart guy. So, someone is saying, nowadays it's very easy to get married. You just need to finance your husband and pay for the wedding. Okay, it's true. Honestly, it's true. It's something that a lot of women do. A lot of women even buy their own rings. A lot of women even finance for their own wedding. Especially if you meet somebody who doesn't have money and you really love them and you really want something out of them. Maybe they are good at in bed, and maybe that is the thing that you have prioritized. You do anything to have this man with you. So even if paying for the wedding, and men usually, maybe they usually promise to return that money after some time. Maybe you lend, I don't know. It happens a lot, guys. You know, don't be surprised if this is the same scenario that has happened to Mwango. It happens. Uh, But you can't live your life for reactions. Live more truth to not look like a liar. But unfortunately, YouTube is like a business that many people usually don't tell you the truth. They usually don't give you every gist about their life. So this is just YouTube. So it's a business. There are people who even make fake videos, prank videos, you know. People have their genre, whatever is working for them. So even if, let's say today Dimwango puts a topic and say, I'm pregnant, you know, I'm pregnant, something like that, and then afterwards she comes back and says, oh, you know, I'm not, you know, something happened to the pregnancy or whatnot. There are a lot of people who usually do this, you know. There are a lot of people. So because they know that it's gonna make a lot of money for them. Or maybe if someone is gonna go through fertility, you know, for example, if they will go through now, they are trying for pregnancy, like the way this Akini, this 90-day fiance lady, the one who married an American guy, remember, her fertility videos really did well, you know. So there are a lot of topics that usually just, it's just normal. Me, I know what happens here in YouTube, because I've been in YouTube for so long for me not to know what happens. So I know for sure. So it's either you just take what you can take from it, but if you don't really take people literally. Don't really like take things so serious here. To an extent, you get your feelings so hurt. The lives that people live on social media is not the life that they live in real life. So don't think that, that is the reason why people usually say, I don't want to be anybody on social media to become my couple goals. Like, for example, if me and my husband, for instance, we start, like we said, we are starting to film videos, and we are fighting all the time, and we are crap to each other, and the marriage is very destabilized and everything is a mess. But then when I come on here, I tell you, oh, or even I buy myself a flower, and then I tell you, oh, my husband just got me this, my husband did this to me, my husband did. Then I'm not going to tell you exactly what is on in my marriage. So there are people who are authentic, but then unfortunately, majority of people on YouTube are not going to tell you the truth about what is happening in their life. That is just what it is. She said now she's married, she can travel, reveal properly. Who will tell her marriage is not playground? Do you mean revel? Do you mean travel? Yeah, a lot of people like the idea of being married, and they don't know what really marriage entails. They don't know the man's true colors usually comes after the married, after you've said I do. Because I had her saying, oh, the guy is like, he's like my everything, and he's like my strength. He carries all my weaknesses. He's my rock, he's my strength. He's Yet this guy says nothing of substance about her. The guy is just like, I mean, I'd rather a man says all this about me. Then me, I keep some of these things to myself. Then me, I keep some of these things to myself. I don't have to let the man know that I love them too much. Like I'm the one who has fallen in love with them too much. I want the guy to be the one to actually shower me with all these praises, and say everything that they feel like they need to say about me, while me, I'm just sitting pretty. That is just my liking. Uh-huh. Let me read. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she's going to travel. Yeah, she loves traveling. I'm sure she will. What is this? Oh, yeah. Uh, what did you say? Am I throwing shade? I remember now and laugh at my foolishness back when in my 20s and early 30s I never dated any, in fact. Exactly. Now you get when you get out of that mind rot, you really like your eyes start opening, and you are like you feel like you are so stupid nowadays. Even if I see someone with a white guy, I'm just like, long time when I used to see someone with a white guy, I used to be so jealous. I used to be feel like, oh, I wish that was me, she got my dream and blah blah. And nowadays I'm just like, it's just normal. Like, I don't see anything extraordinary there. um, it's the swamp, and the owner refused to finish it. No running water, no kitchen, not furnished, but a million horses and beginning to same. Yeah, yeah. Guys, I feel like, okay, guys, I feel like, do you guys really think that Rosho, this Marwa's wife, has really run away from him? Do you think that he's run away? Because I've always had a feeling that Marwa is very fixated about the money and the donations he gets from YouTube, that he is so into himself and so into money and the YouTube, that he doesn't care about family or marriage, or locking it in, and just, I don't know, maybe he's afraid of women, he's afraid of them asking for 50-50, or maybe taking his wealth, or because I don't understand the reason why this woman was always in Kenya, but still it is very easy for him to get papers to live in Kenya, but he never bothered to do that for her. I don't understand the reason why. Like he's so fixated. Like, also I feel like he's trying to sell these American people this lifestyle that Kenya is. And he's trying to make them like sort of come and buy land in the Nyabohanze, and he's selling them this dream that might not even be there. And I feel like also he might probably have this, perhaps some land issues. Maybe he's illegally obtaining this land to sell it to these American people as a very high price, rip-off price. And I don't know, there's just something weird about this guy. And guys, do you remember the time that they went to Mombasa and then they were trying to tell people about this villa that they needed to sort of be partners for people to buy this villa? Usually I feel like there's something weird about this Marwa guy. I feel like there's something weird. I feel like whatever he's doing with the horses is a part of the script. And also this villa, and now the company that he's already built, the real estate, I don't know, something to do with bringing Americans to buy land in Kenya. I feel like he knows what he's doing. And maybe this wife did not want to be part of it. Also, I feel like also both these people are not innocent. I feel like the wife, the woman, the Roshio, he perhaps he got with him because she wanted to get some subscribers and to grow his channel, and to because people can do anything regarding YouTube, regarding having views on YouTube, because YouTube is a serious paying job. It's a serious paying platform. So I feel like she's not innocent either. And I feel like also she might have, maybe Marwa might have realized what she really wanted, maybe to use him. And then he grew cold feet and decided not to marry her. Because I remember there was a time Rocio was talking about wedding and the kind of wedding she would like and blah blah. But then Marwa was just like, I feel like, guys, the culture, Kenyan culture, many people are not married legally. Kenyan culture is a come we stay type of arrangement. When a boyfriend and a girlfriend they start living together, they usually automatically call each other my husband, my wife. This is just the culture. Very few people get legally married here in Kenya because it's not a thing, It's really not a thing here. So even if you see that Marwa is very skeptical, you might find even her parents are never are not legally married. You might find that they are just like maybe cohabitating. Many people in Kenya are just cohabitating. It is no big deal. This is happening everywhere in Kenya. Majority, you might find that 80% of people are cohabitating. And it's just the norm here in Kenya. Even our parents, even, they just do this customary thingy where they take cows after they've been living together for so many years, they've had children, blah blah. It's just the norm. So when you see Marwa is just not fixated about locking it in by getting married or stuff. But then also I feel like the child that they have brought into the world is the one that is maybe suffering, is going to suffer. Because now again, guys, don't quote me wrong, I am not sure. These are YouTubers, and YouTubers are usually very calculated. YouTubers are usually, every videos they do, they usually try to make money, and they usually make it dramatic, and they get you guys talking so that more people can visit their channel. So you might find that Rocio might have just gone for like for some time, and then she's gonna come back. You might find that. But I somehow feel like she might not. I feel like she might not come back. I feel like also I feel like Marwa doesn't have a capability. He does not understand, he's not educated enough to understand how to care for horses. And I understand that he's trying to sell these American people the dream. And even the car that is in the parking lot, it's probably there, and maybe he doesn't even have a driving license, or doesn't even know how to drive. So maybe the car is a part of the deal. Maybe when his visitors come, the Airbnb package comes in with a car as well. So maybe this car is going to be part of the business, that the visitors will be coming, they will be having a car that they hire, blah blah blah. You never know. These people are very calculated and they are very smart. So Marwa is not getting any younger, and for me, I don't feel bad the fact that he decided not to lock it in with Roshio. I mean, you cannot force a man who doesn't want to marry you. They have their reasons. Maybe he's lived with Roshio for some time, and maybe he just want these white women for the sake of, I just want to be hooked up with white women, but he necessarily doesn't care for marriage. So, um, this lady, I blame her because she should have known better with the history that Marwa has with taking these European people and European women, or Chinese. I don't know. She was with someone who was from Thailand or where. I don't know, China or where. This lady that he was with, they get with these people and it never get anywhere. I'm sure before they came together, she might have watched a lot of Marwa's video to figure out what type of man this guy is. So when she willingly gave herself to this man, lived with this man for all this time she lived with him, and she knew this man's character, because you don't tell me that you will willingly have a child with somebody whom you don't know their character. Like, they have given you a lot of red flag for you not to decide to bring a child into the world to bear their gene, but you choose to do it anyway. So I'm not feeling sorry for Osho whatsoever, because she's an adult and she knew exactly what she wanted. Maybe she has gotten what she wanted, and now she has Mitoto with her. At least now she's not going to be wondering about her biological clock ticking and not having a baby, blah, blah, blah. But I just hope that that baby is going to be loved a lot, because again, there was a time I saw one of her videos and she was talking a bit crazy about Black American people. It made me feel like she was not really comfortable being around Black people. Even her personality, her demeanor was a little weird when she was around this, or maybe she just didn't like people in Nyobuhanze, and she was very disapproving of these people. And again, a lot of people, you cannot find a man when being the kind of a person he was, like, their house is just open for people to come and make videos, and then you all of a sudden come into their life, and then you are deciding to restrict them from bringing people to make videos or do whatever in their house. And it will seem, Kenyan men, most of them, they don't want to be controlled by women whatsoever. Like, they don't care what a woman has to say. So leave alone, now he has this massive villa for him. He's built it with his own hard, and like the money or from donations, or the money that is his. And then now all of a sudden you come from nowhere, and now you want to preside over his wealth and tell him what to do, who to bring and who not to bring. I mean, it doesn't work like this. Like, if this house you build them both together, okay, you will have a say in it. But since it's not yours, you're not in the lease, is she's the one in the list, you cannot tell him what to do with it. So again, I just know that is just how it is in Africa, in Kenya in particular. A woman don't tell a man what to do. Men do whatever they feel like they want to do. So you can't come and start telling them, do this or don't do this, I don't want you to do this, or you start making rules. It will not work with this guy, especially the guy who is so set in his ways, and he's well into his 40s and is not yet even settled down, and is just like, you know this guy is, you won't be able to control this guy whatsoever. So I don't feel sorry for Roshio. If he decides to leave for the better, if he decides to come back again, just know that Marwa is just the way he is, and there's no way you can change him. You cannot teach a new dog, an old dog, a new trick. You cannot change Marwa. That's just who he is. So if he's shown you any red flag about him, that is exactly who he is. Believe it. When a man tells you who he is the first time, when you see who he is the first time, believe him. Believe him totally. Don't think that he's going to change for you. Never. So that is who Marwa is. And it's going to be interesting to watch more, since now I'm going to be getting into more of these reactions to see what more is going on, so that next time, even when I come here, we can have another conversation, put our take. And I feel like Marwa does not have business to have those horses, because I've seen a lot of horses in his compound suffering. And the other day I was seeing a horse, was like, it was really raining heavily, and the horses were outside. The horses doesn't even have a shelter. Like, horses are very sensitive breed of animals, and they need extreme care. Horses don't just eat grass. Horses have this special diet they should be in, and it's not cheap to keep horses. So I feel like, I feel like those horses are suffering. I feel like, instead of buying all these horses, why don't you keep cattle, or you can keep goats, and we are more familiar with goats and cow and chicken for eggs, and you can do chicken farming, so that you can give eggs, to the like, provide eggs to the supermarkets or in the market. Like, you have a big place to do this. But the horses, I feel like, even if he's keeping these horses for breeding purposes, that he want to sell them, I feel like, if you don't have nice sanitation for the horses, and you don't have good knowledge about rearing horses, you should not be. I don't know who gave this guy a license to even have those horses. I don't understand. But then again, I feel like those horses, he's very selfish to have those horses, and I don't feel like they are being well treated. That's just me. Um, yeah, it was, people just get married once in a lifetime. As she said, marriage is very important. When you are born, when you die, when you marry. There are some milestones that when you eat, they are very important. I feel like she should have at least worn a beautiful dress. Even if it is not available in Poland, she could have bought a dress here in Kenya. And there are a lot of beautiful dresses that she could have gotten. So I wish she wore something different, even off white, or just white, or something just elegant and beautiful. And no, for the pictures, I wish. No, that was not nice for a wedding. Anyway, it was her wedding, not mine. What do I say? What do I say? I'm happy for her. It doesn't make sense of her being in only 6 months relationship. Hopefully he doesn't clean out her finances. I don't even know that she's only been 6 months with this guy. Anyway, I know that there are people who even meet after 4 months, 3 months, and they already get married. So if the intent of both individuals are pure, then it will have no choice but to last. But if the intent is not pure on both sides, then it's not going to last. Everything has to do with the intent, you know. So the Polish man started his YouTube. Ah, what's his name on YouTube? I'm going to subscribe as well. I believe that he has access to all her financial accounts during the live. No, the live, he sits and says thank you for the money sent during the live. Huh? No. What do you mean that he has access? Usually when you are in the live, people usually send super chat, and you can see super chat when they are sent. So he might have seen the super chat, not necessarily that he has the account, but you can just see it on the comment section. A super chat has been sent. So I don't think she would do that. That would be so silly of her to do. Oh my God. Anyway, when you cannot actually advise someone who is in love. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do that. But I doubt. I doubt. I want to know what is the YouTube name so that I can go there. Yeah, maybe they will move to Africa soon. You never know. Because again, I don't know what type of visa she's in. Because I think for her to live in Poland, she also needs, or live and get a job in Poland, she needs a residence, something, or even to learn that Polish language. I don't know much about Poland, guys. Let me not say what I don't know. So she'll come and tell us more. The newlyweds are probably now gone to the honeymoon. And some people were saying they are sure that she's hurrying to get married because she's pregnant. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe she is, maybe she's not. You never know. But she said that if she gets pregnant, that would be one of the best thing that can ever happen to her. And I understand for somebody who really decided to have a child. She wants a passport. Polish passport. Is it a powerful passport? Is it, guys? I don't know much about Poland. Why Poland? If it was about passport, why did she choose Poland of all the Scandinavian countries? Is Poland in Scandinavia? I don't know. Let's just wish her well. Time will tell. I think Rocio will come back to make another baby even if she doesn't love Marwa. The baby is her cash cow. Do you think Marwa will give Rocio money? Because I don't know, Marwa seems like such a stingy person. I don't know, Marwa. I don't know, Marwa. I, Marwa just seems like an absolutely stingy man. Hmm? There's something about Marwa that you remember when Rocio's channel was like banned. I don't know, was restricted from earning money. And remember how Rocio was so stressed when her finances was not proper when she was in Kenya. It's probably because the guy was not supporting her financially. I don't know. The guy just seemed like a bum to me. I don't know. There's just something about Marwa. I cannot put a finger on it, but something is definitely weird with that guy. Something is definitely weird. But let's see. We'll see. I'll keep watching so that we can react. I am Marwa is live about Deee wedding. More than 26K watching. Weh! 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 My videos is not monetized. No, it is. My video is monetized. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they are striking. I don't know whether the videos are striked. I don't know. It should be monetized. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's going to start playing ads after I'm finished the live. I Amara is like, oh, that is so nice. Oh, having 26,000 people watching him because of you guys. These people are really loved on this YouTube. You are behind, Lord. You should hear the way the Polish man scream when he sees super slabs. Why wouldn't he marry? Because you have experience since you married a foreigner. What is the difference between dating a Kenyan man and a foreigner? The difference between dating a Kenyan man, I'm not dating a Kenyan man. Right now, I'm dating a Rwandese guy. Actually, not dating, I'm actually married to a Rwandese guy. And the difference for me, I dated, guys, let me tell you something. It just varies. You could find somebody who really is 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 so in love with you, so in love with you, but is European. Because you can't force love. When someone is in love with you, you just feel it genuinely. So, but for me, when I was in when I feel like the one that I dated for many like 2 years, that was a German guy. And I don't know, the guy, I feel like we were not compatible, even though I was just feeling like he's gonna change. I was just telling him, like, he's gonna change. He's not getting any younger. He's going to have different mindset about marriage and blah blah. In those days, I was like 35 or 34, 35, 34 turning 35. So I wanted to get married so bad. I was really like, even sometimes when I'm sleeping, I used to have nightmares. I used to wake up like drenched in sweat. I'm like, oh my God, I'm still single. So when I met him, it was at a point in my life when I really felt like God had brought me the man of my dream. So I I like when I first met him, I met him online on this website called Afro Introductions. I don't know, nowadays it is Afro Introductions. It used to be called Interracial Dating Central, and then it used to be called Afro Introduction. Then it changed. Nowadays it's called Interracial Dating Central. So I went there, and I think he was a paying member. And also, I understood that if you pay, that is the only time you can be able to chat with people who viewed your profile and sent you messages. So I paid like, I remember I paid like, it was like $16 or something. It was very small money, 16 or $10. That is 6 months, 6 months subscription. So I started talking to these people, like different type of people, and then he was very persistent, and he kept, and then he eventually arranged for our meeting, and I didn't even think that he was actually really going to come, because he was the first guy that we met. We exchanged numbers, and then he was calling me on Skype. So immediately, like when he started talking, we didn't talk much on WhatsApp because his English was not so good. So he wanted to see me face to face. Then we migrated to those days we used to have Skype. Then he was calling me on Skype. We started talking to an extent. Sometimes, when he come back from work, he's cooking and I'm also cooking. So we are on video call. We cook, we eat, and we fall asleep. My laptop is like here, and his laptop is here, and he's sleeping there, and I'm also sleeping on this side. So it seemed really too good to be true. It was like too, like it was very like every time he calls, every time. And then I was complaining about my laptop, and then he was asking me, "Oh, do you think if I get you a laptop, it will really help, you'll really be happy with it?" And then I said, yeah, yeah. And I told him also I make videos, and he bought me a tripod. I have that tripod over there, and he bought me a laptop. So the way, and again, he actually made a step towards asking me if I want to be his girlfriend. He said, would you like to be my girlfriend? And I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was so excited. And then he was also crying, I miss you so much, and blah blah, all this. And I was like, this guy really loves me. Maybe this guy really, why is everything ticking the boxes like this? Why is this so caring, la la? Then eventually he said he want to book a flight to come and see me. So I was like, I was very like, wow, a guy booking a flight from Germany to come and see me in Abu Dhabi. And he actually booked a flight. He actually came, and he booked a hotel. Then I remember we went for a date by the beach front in a very nice restaurant. No, the first date we went out, we went to a pub, and then I didn't drink much because I don't drink. I just got a coffee, and he was just drinking his beer, blah blah. And then we danced a little, and then he went back to his hotel room. Yeah, because he couldn't sleep. I used to live in a crew accommodation, and no man was allowed in my accommodation. So then again, I took him to meet my friend. Then also, we met my friend. My friend was so happy for me. Finally, you found somebody, and he was really like speaking highly of me. And then after that, again, he was living in the hotel. I didn't sleep with him when he first came to see me. So I didn't sleep with him whatsoever. So I felt like if I don't sleep with him, if he is persistent and he continue like talking to me and continue being nice to me, then I will know that for sure he's the right guy. So the first time he came, we stayed for a couple of days together. He even took me to a desert safari and all these things, and and we didn't sleep together. We just had a good time and like talking and laughing and eating together and just visiting places, going to Dubai, visiting places. And then after that, he went back to his country. And then he arranged for me to go and visit him. Then I went and visited him in his house in Germany. Everything was good. He gave me, it was one Christmas in Germany. He gave me a gift, and the gift was like the brand new MacBook Air. In fact, the laptop that I'm using now is the one who bought me. It's a MacBook Air. So I was so happy, so happy. And then after that, again, he arranged. He said he want to see my people. He want to meet my parents or whoever is standing for me. He wants to ask for my hand in marriage. Blah blah. Then we came to Kenya. I took him to my village, and it was just like. Then after coming back from my village, then he started acting funny. There was a time we were in my house in remember all this time we didn't sleep together. Remember, I was very strict then. We didn't sleep together, and then it was like it was there was a time I was in my house, in my other house. Remember, this is not the only house I have. I have another house. I moved away from there because now I've let people rent it. Now I live here. So I was in the rooftop of that house, and he was sleeping on my lap, and we were just enjoying the sun. Then I saw a message coming on his phone. He had given me his phone to check for like pictures that we had taken during our holiday. Then I saw a message, and in this message was a WhatsApp message. So when I didn't open this message because I don't usually open people's messages. I just saw a message, and it seemed like it came from a woman, and it was something to do with how are you, my love. And I was like, my heart just sank. So he was acting really funny. He was started acting funny, like he got mad, and he was just acting like he wanted me to beg him, like he's just acting funny, like a child. So then I woke. I told him that day I was so furious. So he was sleeping, but I took the phone, and now I was taking the pictures. Then I came across a picture of these other women who was sending him like nude pictures, and then I was like, only this guy is involved with other women. I thought I'm the only one. So I feel like this guy was still, because when we met on the dating site, he told me I should log off. I should come out of dating site because now we are together. But I feel like he didn't come out. He was still there and was trying to meet other women there. Then when we came back from the holiday in Kenya, he went back to Germany. I went back to work. Then 1 week I didn't hear from him. He told me that he was going to work in, I don't know, Trinidad and Tobago. He have a work meeting there, and he will not have internet. Eh, the entire time I couldn't hear from him. I was just like, why is this guy behaving funny? And if I send him message, it's giving me two gray ticks, meaning he has internet, but he's not opening my message. Then one day I just gathered courage. After so much, I was just hurt, and I felt like he was not. That was after we had been together for 2 years, and it is I. Then I felt like maybe this guy doesn't want, because he started talking like, I don't think it's necessary to get married. Marriage is just paper. And I feel like at my age, I don't want to have a child because I'm now 45. And, by the time I reach this age, my child will be this age. And I don't feel like it's fair for the child, blah, blah. And the way he was talking now, it has changed the tune. Before he wanted to get married, he wanted to have children and blah, blah. Now, all of a sudden, he doesn't want. And then I felt like I'm wasting my time with this guy. Then one day after I went to Zurich, Switzerland, and during the time that we were together, I remember he wanted to really, really sleep with me. He wanted to really, really sleep with me. Then I somehow felt like the things that he was doing, the money and the buying me gifts and doing this, he was trying to do this because he wanted to get into my pants. And this is what he does. He gets girls from the dating site, and then he sleeps with them and then abandons them. So I was just like, if this guy really, because me, I told him that me, I'm a staunch Christian, and I believe that before marriage, and also I don't want to get pregnant because I was still at work and I had this loan that I had just taken, and I didn't want to mess and get pregnant and lose my job. So I just told him, me, I am very strict Christian. Me, I just want to sleep with someone that I'm sure that is gonna be my husband. Just in case I have a child, I know that it's gonna work out because you are my husband. So, and I feel like if I sleep with you and we are husband and wife, I feel like I will be more comfortable and I will be more in peace, knowing that it's okay. I can do it, and I can, even if I get pregnant, not that I'm when I'm not your wife, I'm just having sleeping with you, but I'm just worried. What if I lose my job after getting pregnant? What if this happened? I don't want that. So I used to tell him that. So he said, I understand you. It's okay. We will wait. But then it reached a point that he really was begging, and I was not giving it up. So he felt like maybe he could get another girl who could give it up. So he went to Trinidad and Tobago, and I think he met a girl there. Then they went to meet, and I think he felt like after spending money from me, I didn't give him any cookie. So he don't want to waste time with me because he didn't, whatever he wanted, he didn't get it. Then that is just how I felt like I'm wasting my time. And then I said, it's okay. Let's just break up. So we break up over Skype. I told him, after those pictures I saw, I feel like I'm not the same again. I don't feel like this thing is the same. And I feel like you have your priorities elsewhere and you're still not ready for anything and you want to see other women. That is the reason why they are sending you all these pictures and blah 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 blah. So I told him, you know what, it's okay. And he's just said, I realized that I'm not ready and I don't want my children. Me. And then he said, I want to live in Germany. I want to raise my children in Germany. And you want to be in Kenya. And then also there was a time he asked me to quit my job and move to Germany. And I said to him, what I say to him, what is this called? What is the security that you are giving me for me to quit my job and move to Germany? A place that I don't even know. I don't know your character well. What if you turn on me and now I've already quit my job and I have responsibility, and even this house that I live in, I did not even finish building this house. I told him I have my projects are hanging, yet you want me to leave my good paying job to come to you, somebody that I said no, I cannot. So imagine if I had quit my job because of this man. By now, I'm not where I am now. By now, I don't even have this house. And when he came to this house, he saw this house when this house was so rusty, not even done yet. And it was just like, it was something else. It was not completed. He saw it and said, you will never finish this project. It's too big to finish. Then I wish that he could step into this house and tell me, what is this? What is this? Without your help, did I finish this house or not? I finished it. A woman who has determination. So I remember I refused quitting my job. And then I said, oh, it's okay. If you don't want me and you want to continue with other women, I understand. Continue. Me, I continue with my job as I continue to build my projects. And then after some years, I'll just quit and see if I go to Kenya, maybe I will find a husband in Kenya. That is exactly what I did. So I quit. And then when I came to Kenya after 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 4 years or so, I met my husband. So imagine this is things just work the way imagine. And that guy was so funny. I was feeling like, what if this guy turned on me? This guy is such a moody guy. And this guy is, sometimes we are on the road. He was having road rage. He was having such a bad road rage with one woman. And he was just acting crazy. So I was thinking to myself, what if this guy turns on me because he is somebody who, something was not right about this guy. Then I just said, you know what? Let me not chase after this man because I might actually be fooled to leave my job and then I might regret it. Imagine if I had gone to Germany, and then I get deported back to Kenya with no money, with half finished house, and my siblings had not even finished their education because I was paying for them, and now I was chasing love. This is the reason why I say Deee Mwango needs to secure her future before giving in fully to a man. Secure your future. Even if she get to have a child with this guy, she should still secure her future, especially here in Kenya. Eh? Because you never know. These guys, they turn on you, you know. So you have to have always something to back on. Even if I'm not saying this is eventually what is gonna happen. I'm not saying that her marriage is going to not last, blah blah. I'm just saying that she was not born with this man. She doesn't know this man fully. She doesn't know where this guy's intentions are pure, you know. She doesn't know whether this guy is only with her because of the coins that and donations that she's getting from YouTube. And perhaps she has shown this guy all her paycheck, and it's too big, and this guy is very fixated on this. And maybe this is the reason why this guy saw that they are gonna travel. You know, this woman comes with a lot of perks, a lot of benefits. So maybe he's going to as well benefit off of this woman because Zimbabwe is very hardworking. And of course, her viewers are, like even the video that she got married has gotten like almost 120,000 views. Will go even up to 200,000 views. So it means that she's going to make a lot of money here on YouTube. This is the start of her making a lot of money. So if she does not really prioritize on herself, regardless of if this guy is saying that I'm going to be with you forever, she just focuses on her marriage, I know, and also focus on her husband and taking care of her husband, but at the same time also taking some money away for herself. This guy doesn't know how to, that does not have to know about every single penny that you're making. You can always put some money aside just in case shit hit the roof. You have something to fall back on. This is exactly what I did, and this is what helped me, and this is why I'm not wallowing in poverty, or I'm not back to where I used to be. So I think she's a smart girl and she knows how to play her cards right. Let's just hope. Meanwhile, I said, congratulations. Atibo, his views went back down to 5K in that live. We were. I just can't wait to see what Rosho does. I just can't wait to see if Rosho is gonna come back. I can't. I'm also watching closely. I don't watch David Jr., so I don't know what happens to him. So these two, Marwa and Dimwango, these are the things that we are going to be. Anyway, guys, I need to log off. I think I've read from all of you. I need to log off. I'll see you guys on my next live. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. See you. Bye.